I'm good. Good. And you?
I was just asking Pete earlier about kind of your big playability. I'm assuming that's something you've always had. What is that just in your mind, is that a speed thing, a power thing, vision? What do you think allows you to have the big plays?
I mean, obviously the O line. I think that's number one, and then two, just calling the plays. But yeah, I just feel like I just try to be one of the most patient runner in the game. Like as far as just watching the field and how the game goes, I think when what we did on Sunday of just breaking them down and just killing them with the boot and play actions, I kind of had a feeling, like okay, I think it's ready to go or it's ready to pop, and like I think Ken had a few of them where he was ready to go too. So like I think it's more so the feel, the speed of how the defense kind of slowed down a little bit. The D line started getting a little tired. So at that moment, I feel like it's time to take over the game and do what's best. And I'm grateful.
You say patience. Do you mean, are you talking about patience as the game is playing out or as the play itself is playing out?
I mean, it can be both. Like really, like patience for me, like is one of the things that I'm still like getting used to because I just want to go and just keep going. Like I feel like I'm in the best shape, best health, and I just want to be like one of the best runners to play this game. So I'm just so competitive. But I know that sometimes you're gonna have to stick your head and get 1 yard or 2 yards. But I'm just always ready on the go as far as making big plays and just always want to be the most explosive runner. So and then again, with how the play plays out, you got to be patient. I feel like, when you see linebackers shooting over the top, it's time to make this cut, or how the O line is picking up and where they're going is key. So that's pretty much what I've been trying to work on and just stay true to the game.
Would you say developing that patience was one of the tougher things going from college to the NFL because there's a balancing act as far as hitting your hole hard, but also making sure your blocks get in front of you and reading what the defense is doing. Things like
I think really it's just more about getting opportunities, more getting in sync with the play and, having the off season or having practice and, just getting used to the game flow. Like, cause when from college and when I stepped my first practice here, I kind of was like, man, it's fast, but if I get more reps, then I get used to it. And then watching Chris and how he made cuts in practice, and I'm like, dang, like he's better than me at doing this. Why is that? But just me watching him at practice and me, kind of replicating that, I just was like, okay, it's just speed. So, and you see that with Ken. I mean, he's coming along really well from where he came from, and all the other running backs like Travis, like DJ. I think we all just got better at just staying true and being patient and allowing blocks to set up for, like allowing the O-lines to work to the second level to make our job easier. Now we're on the safety or corner. And, that's something we love as running backs is getting on the safety and corners depending on how they play you and, what could happen. So I could say that definitely is one of the big things that I've learned.
A lot was made about you guys starting two rookie tackles. I think it was only the third time in the last 50 years or something like that's happened. What have you seen from those two guys running behind them?
And they beasts. They like, it's like music to ears, man, when, I got Abe and Cross. They athletic, but the good thing about them is they want to play even better than how they played these last previous weeks. I never heard Abe talk to me ever in the locker room, but he's the most vocal player on Sundays, and I really love that. Like, and that's what all the O-lines, they just always vocal. They always, challenge me to always stay with it and just be focused and knowing that it's going to come. And, they be big. They're a big part of, running backs and quarterback success. So, I'm thankful having them two guys around. And I know this kind of only the beginning for it because I know they feel it. Like, they wanted that game. They wanted them yards and what we did as much as I did. So I know we have big things coming.
How critical was Abe on that last touchdown run of yours? Did he play a big role in that?
I mean, I think every offensive lineman play a big role in every big run. So I think they do an amazing job just working up, getting to the second level again. Because like us on a corner or safety is really what we want. So, just me getting up there and I want to make their job as easy as much as they do for mine. So just scoring touchdowns and breaking tackles, going long runs, I think gets them excited, knowing that all right, we can keep doing this. So. it just gives everybody confidence on the offensive side and knowing that we can pass the ball with how effective we are and the weapons we have. So I think this offense is really starting to pick up steam.
I don't know if you saw, but NFL Next Gen Stats had you as the second fastest player in the NFL last week on your one touchdown, right behind Tariq on the interception. But when you went through the ACL and all that, did it take you a while to get your speed back at all? And I mean, are you kind of maybe faster than ever now, having gone through all that? Or?
I think most importantly, like with the ACL, I think it was a tough road because it was just more about confidence. And, I was just hoping that I really got my speed and everything back and, to get, your quad strength and everything. That was kind of hard for me because of what I went through and how many, ligaments I torn and, having the strains. You kind of get down on yourself asking if you're still fast. But, practicing and watching film and just doing all the little things, I think I pretty much got faster than where I was. But, yeah, I credit all that to the line, man. They make the holes, and I think my job's just easier, just running straight and just not stopping.
You were just named the FedEx Ground Player of the Week. Based on everything you're saying now, I'm guessing you're going to credit the O-line for that.
They deserve it. They deserve it. I mean, I think that's much more their award than mine. I mean, I'm here to run and continue to make plays. And, this is something that I really wanted to do. My career haven't got started to where I really wanted to get started, but I'm grateful and thankful for the position I'm in now to just make a contribution to a team that I feel like can go a very long way with this offense. And, I think it's really only the beginning again. We're finding our marks and finding where we could be as an offense. And, I think really we can take off.
Rashaad, back to what Bob was asking you, at what point when you said you were hoping to get your speed back, was there a point where you said, wow, it's back? Was it late last season or was it even before that where you felt it actually returned?
I mean, I felt when I first got back for training camp last year and I was running, and then I was like, man, like I'm feeling healthy again. And, I kind of had some nicks where, my quad will get tired sometimes. And I think that was just part of the process of recovering and just doing the right things. But, yeah, I always felt like the speed was there. Again, it was just me just being available. And I think that was probably the hardest thing of my career, just always being available and playing on Sundays. And, when you kind of think like that and I'd never be available, it was just hard for me. So I just would I'd try to work 10 times harder to put myself in positions where I can get the Sundays. And I think that was probably the most important thing in my career. So recovery is key for sure.
You said Abe is really vocal on game days. Is that like in the huddle or on the sideline?
That's both. That's in the huddle and on the sideline. He's always saying, stick with it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And then I'm just like, I trust you. And, as a running back, that's your best friend on the field. Hey, they do the dirty work. Like I said, my work is easy. No, you good.
When they drafted 2 rookie tackles, what were your thoughts? Oh, this might be an adventure, or were you, this is gonna be great. We're gonna kill the league the first 4 weeks. There had to be some wonder what the plan was there, right?
I mean, there's always wonder, but then I have to trust that, because me being a part of this organization, this team, I trust everything they do as far as game planning and getting guys ready to play. So I knew they were coming into a system where they was gonna have to get ready to go off the bat. And I don't think it's a shock to me because I've been watching this since preseason and then watching in training camp. Like for them stepping foot on the football field and playing at the same speed as a lot of all-pro guys, it's showing you like, oh man, these dudes are going to be for real. Be for real. So I'm excited to be along these guys, and I just want to see how far they can take it. I think they can literally be one of the best O-line groups in the league, consistently just doing this night in and night out. So. And they got a good coach behind them in Andy. I think the technique was probably the most important thing. They got it down, and they just make it look easy now.
You have gone out of your way to praise them, and after the game in Detroit, you wanted to bring them up on the stage with you. Where did you get that sense of selflessness, or at least sharing or appreciating them? Was there a particular somebody, or where did you learn that?
I feel like I've always been like this, like my whole career. Like even at San Diego State, they do the dirty work. They got to line up in 2-point stands and block a guy 335 pounds. Like that's hard when a D-line is probably now close to being the most athletic guy on the football field that can move that big. So they do the dirty work, and they stay committed with each other, like building chemistry as far as being the best group on the field. I put all my trust in them, knowing that they're going to get the job done on Sundays and even during these weeks of practice, because how important it is. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to always thank them because they deserve this. And I tell them after every big game, dinner is on me and then on the running backs. You get whatever you want anywhere you want to go. So they deserves everything. And as long as we keep this going, I feel like this will be one of the best years here.
When are they taking you up on that?
Oh man, they're already talking. They're already talking. They're hungry now, but it is gonna happen. I'm a man of my word, and I think they definitely deserve it. Allowing 0 sacks, I mean, how good that could get with 2 rookie guys. I mean, that to me just showed me that the game is slowed down for them and it got easy for them. So I want them to continue the success.
You shared a video on social media of a kid scoring a long touchdown run. Penny, who was that?
That's my nephew. Yeah, that's the guy who pushed me. Yeah, my brother Elijah kid. He pushed me to get back to playing football. It's kind of funny because I had a conversation with him on FaceTime, and he was like, "Shawty, like, you keep running inside and you're getting tackled." And I'm like, "Man, that's where my blocking is happening. Like, where you want me to go?" He's like, "If you bounce it outside and keep running out wide, you'll score a touchdown." And then I was like, "All right." And then, so the play in Detroit happened where the counter play went outside. And after the game, the first thing he said was, "See, I told you go outside." So, yeah, man, them guys make me go and make me want to play football more, and they make me enjoy this game that much more. So, I'm thankful that I get to compete with him every weekend because we make bets. And he asked me, if I score more touchdowns than you, then you have to give me this. So he's been winning the bets for the last 3 weeks.
How many do you have?
Huh?
How many do you have?
He had 3. Yeah, he had 3. He's 5.
When you entered free agency last March, was there ever a moment where you thought you might not be back with the Seahawks, or was it sort of set all along you'd be back here?
Yeah, I thought I really wanted to come back here, give the people really what they want, man. I felt like I let people down as far as being hurt all the time and not making it to Sundays and really not showing my true potential, because I really know what I can do. I feel like they drafted me here for a reason, and I feel like I could give a lot when I'm healthy, and that's just one thing, just health, and I always try to stay on top of that. But it's hard, as an NFL player. I'm getting hit by guys 300 pounds, and safeties tackling at your knees. It's not easy to stay healthy, but I thank God, and I come out the game every day now. And I'm just thinking that I'm healthy, and I know what it is to be a football player. I've been around a lot of great guys, the Bobbies, the Russ, the Doug, Chris, who take care of their bodies. And me finally figuring all that out is like, okay, now I know what to do. So I'm doing the right things to just be ahead of schedule, to always just be ready to play on Sundays and play fast.
And how key is Geno sort of? I mean, it sounds like he's doing an awful lot of kind of changing calls in the line and getting you guys into run plays when it's there and stuff like that. I mean, how key is kind of his ability to do that?
I mean, again, Geno's been doing that since watching Russ. So it's kind of easy for Geno. Now Geno just getting the opportunity to show what he really can do. I've always believed in Geno since he's been here. The scout team quarterback, having turnover Thursdays, him not making a lot of mistakes. This comes as no surprise to me. So, me being alongside of him, I just love it, and I'm enjoying the journey and knowing that shoot, this is only a start from him. He's been doing it every week, so I'm definitely proud of him.
How well the receivers on this team block compared to guys around the league?
I don't think nobody don't want to get blocked by DK. You got a guy like that who's looking over you, is kind of intimidating. But even Tyler, though, man, I think it was the Denver game. Tyler came up to me and was like, "Man, I'm gonna block my butt off for you, and then I'm gonna do this or that." And then I'm just like, "I know you will." So it's pretty cool when you got a lot of receivers that's bought in to help the run game, knowing that it's going to eventually help the passing game. And it just makes our job easier again as running backs. They make it easy for us they block the safeties downfield. Now it's just us in the touchdown. So, really thankful for them guys for sure.
What stands out, if anything, about New Orleans' run defense?
I mean, they're just fast flowers. Linebackers love playing aggressive. I think we can get them on a lot of good runs, and just stand true to what we do on offense. I mean, I don't think we have to do anything different, but just play football. At the end of the day, it's a game that's on Sunday, and it's just another opponent. So that's all I was looking forward to it, and just excited for another opportunity.
There you go.